Hey, so welcome back to Red Stone Media. We keep it raw, real, most importantly uncut. Make sure you like and subscribe. Watch the full video.
Yesterday, the Jacksonville Jaguars made a significant investment by moving up to the number 2 pick to select Travis Hunter, wide receiver defensive back out of the University of Colorado. And many people in the football community had great things to say.
The Jacksonville Jaguars made the boldest move of the draft, going up to the number 2 spot from number 5 in a trade with the Cleveland Browns to get Travis Hunter, the best player in the draft, a two-way player. It makes sense. The Jaguars haven't been bold in their history. This is one of the boldest moves in this draft, and I love it.
And it's not just because Travis Hunter is a great athlete.
I love what Jacksonville did because I love the kid. I think the kid is unbelievable. I think he's a great player. He's a great kid.
NFL insiders like Mark Schlereth believe that Travis Hunter is a great kid, a guy who comes in and adds value to a franchise and is coachable and will do some great things in his NFL lifetime. But then there's a dark side of Travis Hunter that really has nothing to do with him. It is Leanna, a chick who has, for the most part, laid low for the last 5 months after we all found out that she is a cheater.
That's cold.
And a booty clapper.
Damn.
And not only that, disrespectful as hell. I don't even need to play.
I ain't gonna lie though, but look. My thing about this is that his relationship has nothing to do with him playing football. Because obviously if he's going through this, dealing with her doing this type of stuff, and he still made it. He's still playing a great game. He still made it into the NFL. He's still going. I can see if he was dealing with her and she was ultimately hurting his career. Like, he didn't make it to the draft. Or let's say if the draft wasn't even happening yet, but in his regular games, he was dropping the ball, getting just making bad plays. Like, he just wasn't doing what he normally does because he's stressed out from his relationship. Then I can see people have something to say, but this is his personal relationship. It has nothing to do with the internet. It has nothing to do with football. Nothing besides him and her and whatever she was doing. Like, that's my only thing. Like, people be so quick to dig and be too invested into somebody's personal life. Like, again, the main people that I guess seeing this that should have something to say, if they want to have something to say, is his or her family. That's it. His or her family. The internet, we're going too far.
The clips because we've already seen them. Becoming the 2nd overall pick, Travis Hunter's fully guaranteed.
Especially when it comes to clips. When it comes to clips, you don't know what happened before or after already doing. You just see 12 to 30 seconds of something, and then everybody draws an assumption.
Guaranteed 4-year rookie deal should be right around $46.6 million, which includes approximately $30.5 million as a signing bonus. Now remember, he's living in Florida, so basically there is no tax on this money. He's going to be able to keep it all, which means that ultimately Leanna, his future wife, has come up real on this situation. But she did something that was quite diabolical, and the whole world is talking about it. She didn't act up like she did at the Oklahoma State game, or basically making a scene as she did at the Adidas pop-up shop. What she did this time was very interesting. The night before the NFL draft, Leanna presented Travis Hunter with a gift, and that gift was a Rolex watch and a bracelet. Now this is interesting because Travis Hunter has been footing the bill for him and Lenee even when they went to Jackson State. Now his NIL money wasn't really that good, but by the time he went to University of Colorado, don't get me wrong, they were both broke, Travis Hunter became a millionaire in college and made an opportunity for not only her, but her brother as well. And so she's giving him a Rolex and a bracelet before the NFL draft. And as you can see, he's hella hype, even sticking his tongue out in happiness. But wait, what did the people in the comment section have to say? Jasmine says, was it with his money? Never mind. We listen and we don't.
More than likely, for that person's mind, that's one of my favorite watches. I love a Rolex, especially the all gold one, bruh. That watch is not cheap. That for sure. That watch is for sure not cheap. But so all right, just say for the I guess the thought of it was purchased with his money. That's what all you mean. That's what all millionaires be doing. All look in life. The man is supposed to be the leader. The man is supposed to be the provider. That's probably what he's thinking, and then are doing, because that's what we're all being told. And even now, a lot of ladies, they want to be taken care of, as they should. It's a nice thought. It's a nice thought, but that's what normally be happening, and nobody ever get judged for it. You see people all the time like they want to do with a car, they want to do with a mansion, they want to do with a business, and so that they can be a housewife. If they are a housewife, that means you have no income. So I mean, when it comes to anniversaries, birthdays, trips, whatever, the guy is more than likely the one paying for every single thing. You just went and got it because you have access to his money, because you're his woman, you're his wife, you're his the mother of his children. So therefore, you have your own card to his bank account, which you have no money going into. It's all his. This is not nothing new. This is a very normal thing. Is it cool? For me, I would say no. Me personally, I would prefer my girlfriend, my wife, my the mother of my children to have her own income. Yes, I have the bigger pot, but I still want my girl to have her own pot, because life be lifing. That's what people be failing to remember. Life be lifing. You can have just say for him, I'm gonna knock on wood, but great, he just made it, right? He just made it. You got your signing bonus and everything. What if the day before a game, I'm gonna knock on wood again, something happens? God calls him home. I'm gonna knock on wood again, because that's probably, I ain't trying to jinx nobody, but I'm just saying, ain't life be lifing? You never know. Now, she's not married to him. I think they're disengaged. So therefore, I don't think she's entitled to nothing. So therefore, this life that you've been living with him will be done. And this say, for instance, she was. All that money ain't gonna last that long. So therefore, you still need to have your own income just in case. And just like how a man thinks about it, a man thinks about an income like we stress out about that. We need our own money. We can't be dependent on somebody else. A girl should be thinking the same way. Again, if you have a man that's winning, that's cool, but you still need to have your own income just in case. You might want to leave.
Ralphie says, if he's happy, I'm delighted for him. I can't wait to see.
Some women don't leave the person that they're with knowing that they want to, but they don't leave because they don't have nowhere else to go. They don't have no means of going nowhere. You don't have no car. You don't have no money. He already isolated you from your family. Where are you going to go?
See what he does next. He is an extraordinary football player. Aww. Other person goes the same day of the NFL draft. Right. This is interesting, right? The same day that he's about to go in the first 5 picks, he gets his gift. Other individual says, I hate to say this, but I hope he don't get drafted so her true colors can show. Well, unfortunately, boo, that didn't happen. He went number 2. In fact, a team traded up to get him, while his teammate Shedeur Sanders is there still waiting to get drafted tonight in day 2. Miss Queen's SMB.
That means he's a great player. He still made it.
He eating it up too. She just guaranteed her big black baby. Now, if you guys know that, that's in reference to the whole situation with Shannon Sharpe. This person goes, the future Shannon Sharpe. Now, this other individual goes, why he stick his tongue out like a 304? Leah Shea, I hope she gets everything she desires. This jigga here, the jokes write themselves. Kelly says, trying to secure that spot, LOL. T-Shirt says she bought it with his money, and he don't even wear jewelry. She don't even know the boy. So let's go back to the whole Shannon Sharpe situation with
Yeah, if he don't wear jewelry like at all, yeah, that was a waste. That was a waste of money for sure. Because if he don't wear jewelry, he's more likely not going to wear it. But then again, since she wouldn't pick it out, he probably more than likely will start wearing it. And a watch looks like, look at Shannon, like it looks good when you have on a suit when you're going in to do or handle business. Have on a nice watch looks good for real. So therefore, he might wear it to certain events. But again, if she bought it with his income, with his money, it sounds crazy when you think about it, especially when you don't have his money. So myself, but uh, people who are well off, when they're the sole provider, what normally happens. Where y'all be thinking these wives by getting these gifts from? Like the wife 75 to 80% don't be having no job. They're a housewife. Not saying something wrong with that. I'm just saying they're a housewife. The man goes to work. The wife takes care of the kids, and then you know does it issues out the bills and everything. She does the home thing while he goes and brings in the cash. Don't make it seem like I'm saying something crazy because that's what normally be happening, bro. Don't make it seem like I'm saying something crazy, y'all.
Gabriella Zuniga. You see, Shannon Sharpe is 56 years old. He was dealing with Gabriella Zuniga, but it was just what it was. Booty clap sessions. Over 100 times that they had these intimate like BDSM encounters. And so what Shannon Sharpe was doing was paying the money and
Hush
just,
money.
clapping those cheeks. And it was what it was, right? He
Hush
would
money.
meet up with her whenever he decided he wanted to do that with her, and that was that. So we got to give Shannon Sharpe at least some credit for just doing what he was doing with the individual and just kind of like keeping it there.
That again, not nothing new. It's hush money, goodbye money, and make sure you come back money all in one. Be quiet. Make sure you go home. Make sure you bring that thing back.
Even
That's
though
what
it's
that's
still
what that
all
money is.
bad. But
This is
the
what people
reality
with
is
money do.
Travis Hunter is dealing with somebody that's just as bad as Gabriella Zuniga. I mean, if you look at some of the pictures in the videos, I mean, we've seen her, in the bed with dudes. We've seen her in music videos with dudes. We've seen her twerking.
But the thing about it though, he know about all of this. Again, for me, would I be allowing my girlfriend to do this? Hell to the no. But that's me. That's you too. If you wouldn't allow your girl to do this, if you're a girl and you have a girlfriend, or if, hey, your boyfriend, your husband, your fiance, whatever, was shooting a music video, he got a girl in the video, however it played out, you probably wouldn't go for it too. But it's some people who will. Don't act like y'all don't know, bro. There are some people who are willing to put up with this stuff. Me, I'm not doing it. My girlfriend is not going to go hug, touch, and feel all on somebody in a music video. No, but look at actors. Actors do it all the time. They be having whole like relationship on a movie. You're hugging, kissing, cuddling, getting spooned, everything. You have a part. It's a scene where you do the adult scene. You don't really do nothing, but you're kissing. You're getting intimate, but you don't go to the next step. But they be in whole blown relationships.
On dudes. And the reality is that Travis Hunter has defended his girlfriend Stottery to the people that have been critical of her.
You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me.
And also the difference is Shannon Sharp is wise enough to never marry someone.
The only thing about that, like for him, is like the only reason people are saying something is because, again, like I said, the things that you're allowing her to do are things that most of us wouldn't allow our significant others to do. And then it's like you're allowing her to do these things, and you're about to become a millionaire, and more than likely, she's going to walk away with some of your millions. And people are trying to prevent that, even though at the end of the day, we don't know if she's going to do that. We don't know if they're going to last forever, or we don't know if they're going to last for a few months. We don't know.
Somebody like this. And the reality is, Travis Hunter, this is his first girlfriend. He's been dealing with this lady since she was in high school. And because Travis Hunter didn't have a whole lot of support from his father, she just didn't become his future wife. This is somebody that he looks at as something like a family member, okay? She's in his family because he didn't have any real strong male leadership in his life, which is why he latched on to Deion Sanders. Now, a lot of us see what most likely is going to happen, and we know this is going to occur further on down the road. But unfortunately for Travis Hunter, I don't think that we should hate him. He's a young kid that wants to do things the right way.
If he's going to take an L with her, that's his L to take. That's his. Like in life, you gotta learn some lessons. You can't prevent somebody from learning that lesson. They might need to learn that. He's young, so if she walking away with some of his meals, he's going to be able. Like again, he's young, so therefore, if you're going to take this L now, so therefore you can recover, get back to where you was at, and go up from there. It's some L's you gotta, it's some lessons you gotta let people learn. If this is one of them, this is something he has to learn. We all learned our lesson because we dealt with it before. We all dealt with somebody who was either a gold digger, taking us for granted, using us for our house, using us for the little money that we do got because they ain't got nothing. We all didn't had that moment and learn from that, so therefore we know how to move accordingly. If this is his first girlfriend, he has to learn that lesson if he's going to receive that lesson.
Wants to be in a relationship, although it is
It sounds
one-sided.
crazy, but hey,
she used to have him taking her out. He'd be in the car and she'd be dating other
like that. Like I will for sure. What? I'm not sitting in no car while you in no club.
guys, and he was still being faithful, and we all know what it is. But the reality is this: many guys work so hard in life just to be able to get the female that they want, but that female would be almost worthless to any other guy. If Travis Hunter was to never date Leanna Lenee, the reality is this: nobody would take her seriously. She would still be back in Atlanta. She'd be booty clapping it up. She'd be working in the strip club, or as a server, or as a dancer.
I don't really know about that, buddy. I don't really know about that. One, she's not ugly. Everybody has their own preference when it comes to somebody. Somebody might look at her like she's a goddess. Somebody might look at her like she's like a Ford. The next person might look at her like, I might want to knock that down. The next person might look like how he's looking at her. I want to cuff and I want to wife that. You never know, especially when it comes to females, bruh. You never know. You can never say a girl ain't gonna end up somewhere, bruh. Because if they look good enough, shit.
It's automatically what would happen. But Travis Hunter worked so hard to achieve the prize. The prize is not even the NFL contract. That was part of the prize. The prize is her. And many of us got to understand what we're doing things for. Again, when I wanted to go to school or medical school or professional school, part of that was because I wanted optionality to be able to clap cheeks. And once you get older and you find out that it's really not worth it, that you need a partner that wants to be in the relationship as much as you, and they want to grow and to develop, not only you, then it's like, oh, okay, well, damn, it's not really worth it. Like, think about all the stuff that you have to do just to be in the vicinity of a woman that you're attracted to, and literally the woman is born like that. I mean, wouldn't it be okay if Leanna Lenee had did something with herself while Travis Hunter was upgrading himself? No, she was doing whatever she wanted.
But y'all don't say that about nobody else, though. Y'all don't be telling y'all don't tell all these other millionaires, thousandaires, major rappers, like y'all don't tell none of them that. But y'all want to judge this one kid about this one girl. Mind you, we seeing the moments, the video shoots, the you basically you saying that he be sitting in the car while you're in the club. Like that sounds crazy. It sounds crazy because I for sure ain't doing no. Hey, you going to the club? I see you when you get home. Like I see when you get home, baby. Like forget all that. But it's like people are judging him on things that they don't judge other people about. It's again, there are. I guess it is a little different because most time people be we will be doing this or dealing with this, but they're not finna engage. They're not engaged with her. They're just dating her. So I guess I see it, but it's like, bruh, again, some lessons you gotta let people learn on their own. Y'all can't. It's like everybody's trying to prevent him from learning a lesson. If this is the lesson that he has to learn, he has to learn this.
Wanted to do, and now this guy has accepted her exactly like she is, and literally she's giving this guy a gift with his own money. And once it goes bad and she don't want to quote unquote be with him anymore, we know he's not going to sign a prenup. All of that money he's getting right now is going to go to her, and Travis Hunter will become a victim. Of course you can't tell him anything because it's like most young guys.
And it's probably the reason why he's not married yet. They're still disengaged. But then again, he probably was waiting for this. Again, if this is the lesson that he has to learn, this is his lesson to learn.
They don't want to hear anything from anybody else because they believe they got it all figured out until they don't. The only thing that I can do is wish this young brother very much success.
Exactly.
He's a great young man. I mean, he wants to live life the right way, and he's a good kid. I know he's going to do great things in his life. Unfortunately, he's with the person that is predatory, and I hope one day he can get rid of her before it's too late. So guys, what do you think it should?
Nah, hey, again, we all probably know somebody who's dealing with somebody that they shouldn't be dealing with. But that's their lesson to learn. People, the whole world is on this kid's head. And it's like, bro, I gotta let him learn this lesson. If this is a lesson that's going to happen, is she gonna be with him for X amount of time and then get married and then walk away with some M's? Sad to say, a lot of millionaires go through that, and that's their lesson to learn. Especially if you had people warning you or trying to prevent it from happening, and then you still walk into that L. So hey, that's on him. But don't act like this is something new though.